Yeah, we are live. I can see us.
Awesome.
Okay, that's excellent news. Let me get the stream. Hello, good evening, everyone, to another Fairground Jam where we talk about the ongoing incentives. I also have the chat here, so for me, I feel like I'm good. So, hello, everyone. Today, we have the next round of our incentives, of our liquidity provision incentive. So first of all, big thank you to everyone who was with us on the first incentive. These incentives are not only for you guys to learn about incentives, but they also give valuable feedback to our engineers. As you guys know, Vega is working hard to enable trading on Alpha Mainnet. And therefore, like, we're doing these tests, first of all, to get more people acquainted and that they know how exactly stuff works on Vega, but also like for us to test the technology. And yeah, it was really helpful. You guys submitted so much feedback, and also we wanted to run it straight away again, because I think a lot of you guys started understanding how liquidity provision on Vega works, and now but then you were already running out of play money because there was only like a limited amount of play money that you guys could use. So we're running it again, so now you guys can use more advanced strategies, and therefore we also made the leaderboard more top heavy, so that only the top 50 get now like a way bigger amounts of Vega tokens, whoever performs best in this little game, and therefore like you guys are more motivated to try your best strategies and play around for it. So this is like a more advanced version of it. In this Fairground Jam, we go through like the basics, how everything works on Vega. And therefore, yeah, I hand soon over to Sunny. First of all, Sunny, you can say hello.
Hey, everyone.
Who doesn't know, yeah, Sunny is also working as a developer advocate for Vega. So he is one of the bridges between the Vega software and people that want to build on top of it, and people that want to interact with Vega, and is part like of the community where I also live. Okay, Sunny, do we have some questions and answers?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, this is all about getting you guys up to speed. So on that note, we're going to go through some Q&A from the most popular things that we've had on Discord. So the first thing we'll go through is verifying your Twitter, because that's the first thing that's needed to get yourself on our leaderboard. And until you get on the leaderboard, there's no chance of getting any tokens for you. Anna, do you want to enable? Oh, thank you. So firstly, you should go to our how to register for Fairground incentives page. That is where we have all the information on this, and follow these steps. So probably the simplest way is to use our desktop wallet. So I'll guide you through a simple demonstration with our desktop wallet. So open up your wallet, and you can see I have a lot of test wallets. I'm on test wallet number 16 right now, and we're going to use 16 to verify a Twitter. So we go here, and then all you have to do is sign a message with your Twitter handle in it, and you can sign it without the @ symbol. And then you click sign, and you have to click your super secret passphrase. And once you do, you have this signed message. Now what you need to do is you need to go to your Twitter, and you need to send a tweet. You need to send a tweet with this format, and this first number will be your public key. So in my case, it will be this FTC, and you need to send the signed message. Now, once you've tweeted your public key and your signed message, you wait for a while, and then you should be up on our leaderboard. Give it a little bit of time. There is sometimes a little bit of lag, and if there is an issue, you will get a reply to your tweet. If you have no reply to your tweet, you should assume that in a few minutes, you'll be up on here with the rest of us. So that was the first thing. And Anna, I think there were some questions around the leaderboard. Do you have any that you wanted to address straight away?
So some people here ask questions why some, it was especially like in the last incentive this time, it looks much better, I have to say. There were a lot of people that had more points on the leaderboard than they should have. And there was a bug with our play money faucet, which allowed some users to get multiple times this XYZ alpha. and therefore they had like more in this. But we fixed this, and also like in the final calculations when we later announce the winners and pay out the rewards. If someone uses the faucet multiple times, it anyways doesn't count towards the total score because it's only about like the net. This was another thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So to reiterate, although the number of tokens is being displayed on the leaderboard here, what we're going to rank by is your P&L percentage. So you can try and exploit the bargain faucet yourself a million times, but it's not going to help you in terms of the rankings.
Okay, let me see the next question that came up. Okay, here the question was, how do I see what commitment I have? So can you show the guys quickly?
Yes, absolutely. So this is a good one. So once you've submitted your liquidity provision, there are two ways. One is you can go on to the Fairground, the console. You can select the Sol USD market, which is where this liquidity provision incentive is being played out. And you can click liquidity provisions, and you can try and find your Vega key among these parties. Now, if you don't want to do that and you're happy with running scripts, then the other way to do it is to look at the submit amend liquidity provision order script. And there is a part here about requesting liquidity, all the liquidity provisions for the market. So you just need to run that bit of the script and it will list all the liquidity provisions for you. And from there, you can see from either of these ways, you can see whether you're on the list, and you can see whether your liquidity provision is active or cancelled or anything like that.
What Sunny just showed you are our sample API scripts. You can find them on the incentive homepage and on Fairground. And it's basically a repository that makes it much easy to like have some sort of sample scripts to interact directly with Vega protocol. And you basically can just change parameters to submit an LP order instead of like writing a GraphQL query from scratch yourself. This is what Sunny was just showing you. And you can also go to our YouTube channel and see the first Fairground Jam with Sunny and me, and there we had a walk through how to get these scripts up and running. This is an another comment on that. Okay, here we see like all the liquidity orders. Then you can see there's a couple of information. One thing that is, I think, very unique about Vega is like fees. There's, if you haven't looked at it already, guys, there's docs.fairground.wtf, and there you will find, for example, like an interesting explanation how fees are working, because fees like on Vega, they are all completely up to the free market, so to say, in a way that the validators get some part of the fees. So the people that basically run the infrastructure, the token holders, get like a part of the fee. And then also if there's like a maker who offers like an order, and then the liquidity providers, they get like a fee as well. And this is why the fees that you put there as liquidity provider, they are not the full fees, but the fees basically are everything to make this ecosystem of the network run. Let me send you the links, Sunny. I think these are the docs that are for mainnet, and for testnet we have, one second, docs fairground.vega.xyz, sent you on Slack.
Is it docs.fairground.vega?
docs.fairground.vega.xyz.
Yeah, got it. So here we go.
And there you can, for example, go on market and trading info. That's one of my favorite parts of the docs. And there you see like this breakdown and how fees exactly are working. And yeah, like everything that we are explaining here, you can see it there. And there you see like, there you have it, like the total fee is like the infrastructure, is the maker fee, and is the liquidity factor mal like the trade volume, and there's more information what happens if an order gets split and filled like by different by multiple trades and stuff, and all this stuff is explained here. And on the left side, there's also like providing liquidity, where you guys then can see how like liquidity provision works on Vega. And yeah, probably we did it last time, but maybe we quickly do at least one parameter one more time, the offset, because we can see that a lot of you guys using the default from the scripts. Can you scroll up to up? I think it was stop, down, stop. There, yeah, there's offset. They call it how many ticks away from the reference price you want your orders to be. And if we go to a submit liquidity order, you will see this offset, which basically explains how far away from the reference price your LP orders are placed. And if you place them super close to the current market, then you very quickly like are in a dangerous position, because I think one thing that is kind of important to understand if you do liquidity. So what basically happens is you put orders on the order book a little bit away from the current market price, and then you have like this proportion factor, which like the further away from the reference price, the more liquidity you provide usually and stuff, and therefore yeah, you build these order shape, which you see whenever you go to an order book, and you create this as a liquidity provision. But like as a liquidity provider, you always provide liquidity against the trend. So like if there's like a strong bull trend in the market, then you sell, because people want to buy. You're the liquidity provider, so you sell. And the other way, if the trend goes down, you are buying, and people are selling. And therefore, yeah, like you have very little time to adjust and to do like your other orders, to have like your liquidity provision strategy, and like manage your risks if you have a very small offset. And the way this offset works, it's like the smallest unit how you can change the price of an order on a market. And for example, for now we have like I think a double-digit market, or did we change it to 5 digits, Sunny, this time?
So here I think
is it double?
Yeah, we have a double-digit market.
Double-digit market, which means if you want to be $1 away from the reference price, it's like an offset of 100. That's very important to know. And yeah, like also at the same time, yeah, you should think about like the further away you are from the price, the less likely is it that you like get super quickly in a situation where you don't want to be in. By the way, this of course is absolutely no trading advice. This is just a play money game on a test net. So don't try anything of this anywhere else. Okay, I have more questions, Sunny. Or do you have more about this?
Let's go for it.
Okay. So this we answered already. What can I see if I can't see myself on the leaderboard? We discussed it. Just wait, and if you follow the process, everything should be fine. And the leaderboard is really needed because later the rewards, you will get a claim code, and this claim code you can access this with your Twitter authentication. So it's really important that you use yeah, the way Sunny showed in the beginning.
And one common mistake I'll just add to that is a lot of people have been getting the wrong market ID. So the market ID has changed since the last incentive. So if you're not seeing yourself on the leaderboard and you submitted liquidity, that's the first thing to check. Make sure you've got this correct market ID in your scripts when you're running them.
Can you quickly show the script? Then we can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can quickly show the offset. So
here is your kind of liquidity submission, and so this is your shape. So as your buys and sells, what your offsets are and what proportion. So for example, if I submit a proportion of 1 like this at offset 1 and a proportion of 2 at offset 2, that means I want 2/3 of my liquidity with an offset of 2 and 1/3 with an offset of 1. And so the general advice Anna was giving is that as a liquidity provider, your aim is to try and change your shape in response to the way the market is moving.
Perfect. And the market ID is probably up somewhere.
Yes. So I am actually running a different one. So let me see. Is Vega market. Okay, so this is I will open up a different file to show, because I'm not sure where it is on here. But on this folder, for example, sorry guys. So another kind of submit script. Basically, this market ID variable is wherever you're running your script, you'll find one here, and you need to make sure this is correct. I've made this mistake. A lot of you guys have made this mistake, and it's the most common thing for why you might have submitted an order and it might have said that it's gone through on console, but you can't see yourself on the leaderboard or on the liquidity providers list. That's probably why.
Okay, cool. See if we have more questions that require answers. Okay, so this we have discussed. Why is the market suspended occasionally? I think that's very interesting.
Yes.
Also, like to understand, yeah, liquidity provision deeper.
Yeah. So it's actually suspended right now, so it's a good time to talk about this. So when the market is suspended, often people assume that there is a problem or there's a bug. Sometimes the market is suspended by design, and that happens when there is not enough liquidity in the market. So when there's not enough liquidity to trade, the market goes into liquidity auction, and the market is waiting until there are enough liquidity providers until we can begin continuous trading again. So the way to get the market out of a suspended state when it is in a liquidity auction is to provide liquidity and if we all do that, then the market starts running again. So that is one thing that has also come up. And yes, so sometimes there can be an issue with the market, but every time the market is suspended, don't assume that there is an issue. There may be, it may be the lack of liquidity that's causing the market to be suspended, and that's by design.
Okay, yeah, it's very important. There's like some sort of risk models. I think we had like, there's an excellent video from Jaja and Galen, I think. Where they discussed this like in more depth, and there's like different risk factors that calculate basically how much liquidity needs to be provided to like have a stable, secure market. Because what you want to avoid, like on protocol level, is that closeouts, for example, cannot be matched anymore. Some people are leveraging, and then there's not enough liquidity, and then the market, like basically people lose money that they don't have, and then the protocol is like in great danger, obviously, and therefore you have this liquidity auction mode where the market requires more liquidity to run safely according to like the risk parameters. And if you want to know more about this, every Wednesday we run our research hours, and there you can ask our research team, and they have like all the details and can also help with how exactly this works, and yeah, how the risk parameters can be adjusted and stuff.
Yeah, plus one to the recommendation of research hours. They're really valuable, even like for everyone on the team. So yeah.
And then, okay, so one question is, how do I trade? Now the market is suspended, but we can still show in theory how it works.
Yeah, so again, we are hoping that you guys work out your own strategies as you do this. So in terms of the broad advice we give is what we said before about changing your shape and your offsets to in response to moves in the market. And broadly, as a market maker, you can hold on to positions, but a lot of the time the way liquidity providers make money is that they try and keep their positions as neutral as possible, and they collect their fees for providing liquidity. So yeah, that's kind of the broad level guidance we can give.
Okay, that will be interesting to see when Vega is live, if there's how well this can be like automated. But yeah, that's not for us, but that's something that I'm super interested in to see what people will come up with. Or like also like in this game, if some people, that would be interesting. You guys can come over like in Fairground if you find like an automated way to basically just collect the fees and like hedge perfectly like everything, your risks in this play money game. Yeah, that would be super interesting. Yeah, and otherwise, yeah, just let us know your strategies that you're coming up with. Okay, next question. Sunny, next question.
Oh yeah, sorry, I thought you were gonna.
Okay, so I know, like, yeah, and we can quickly go on console and show, like, yeah, I think the console interface is quite. I think the one thing that took me first, like, is that you need to create a workplace. I think workspace when you create a new market. Yeah, exactly, and then you have everything there as you would expect it, and you need to connect your wallet, your desktop wallet, and then you can on the top left put whatever orders you want.
Yeah, absolutely. So just connecting like this. If I remember the passcode correctly. Oh no. Sorry, I've got too many test wallets going on here.
I use for all test wallets the same password. This is the security link.
And so there was another thing that came up on the Discord, which is about claiming tokens. So this is if you've been lucky enough to be one of our winners or skilled enough to be one of our winners, all you have to do is go to your claim to our claim website and you
rewards.fairground.wtf. This is where you log in with your Twitter, and there you basically get a link, and then you click on it, and then you just follow the instructions on the homepage. I haven't uploaded the tokens for like the last one yet, so I will probably do this early next week, and we will also make an announcement about this, and we'll share this on Telegram and on Discord as well. And yeah, rewards.fairground.wtf. This is where you get your claim code. There's like, please read our TNCs that you're not disappointed. There's like some countries that are excluded for legal reasons from these incentives. And yeah, make sure that you're not in one of these countries.
And it's worth mentioning that when you claim, you will need to have some ETH in your wallet to pay gas fees, and gas fees can obviously vary depending on the time. So try and claim at a time when gas fees are low.
Yeah, and we have therefore also like increased the incentive prices a bit, so that hopefully like your gas prices are covered plus. So yeah, we factored this in, that we're all waiting for Ethereum 2.0. I think they're not calling it this anymore, no?
They're calling it merge now, the merge.
The merge, yeah.
Much cooler.
Okay. I think, guys, if you have any questions or anything that we can help you with, let me see. What do you mean by changing the shape of the price movement? Asked you the boring suck. This is what we explained. Let me go back to Zoom before, that you have like different orders for your liquidity provision order. So let's say like you make 2 or 3 buy orders, and then they all like have an offset from the reference price, and this shows how far away they are from the reference price, and the volume that is associated with them is defined by the proportion factor. So for example, if you have like 2 orders and you have like 10,000 XYZ alpha to distribute for these 2 orders, and you have like proportion 1 and 2, then this means that you need to add the proportion, and then you have the percentage of the total that is distributed like to a single proportion. So like in the example that I did, let's say you have like 2 orders for 10,000 XYZ alpha, then the first one gets 3,333 if it's proportion 1, and the next one has proportion 2, it then gets 6,666, because 1 plus 2 is 3, and 10,000 divided by 1 divided by 3 the 3,333. And this way it is distributed between the different orders, if this makes sense. So like 1/3 and 2/3 basically then are this. And this, if you like put more of it, then you have very often these order shapes that you see whenever you go to any order book on any marketplace. You very often see that there's like very small orders straight next to the marketplace, and then the orders like get this triangle shape the further away you're going from the current market price. And yeah, this is kind of like how you can shape your liquidity provision orders as well.
Yeah,
with offset and proportion.
I'll just share screen quickly, and so just demonstrate on the script what Anna just said. So at the moment, my shape is that 1/3 of my liquidity is going to have an offset of 10 from the mid price, and 2/3 is going to have an offset of 20 from the mid price. Now, if I change around these proportions, I'm changing around my shape. So if I change to this now, 2/3 has that smaller offset. So in terms of what we mean by changing the shape, that's what we mean.
Yeah, and now, yeah, basically what he just did is he has put most of his liquidity close to the market price and less to the one further away. Okay, let's see. I hope this is now all clear. Are there any other questions, guys? Otherwise, I would just end this Fairground Jam wishing you guys the best of luck. Try whatever you can. Come up with your coolest strategies. Let us know on Discord what you come up with and what you think. And we're super interested to hear your thoughts on it. And hope you guys enjoyed the show. And let us know if you have any questions with registration, with submitting an LP order, if something is not working. We are here for you, and we can help you. So like, don't be shy. Like if something is not working, and we know that these incentives where you interact not via user interface, but via script are obviously like, are quite tech heavy. And therefore we're also here to support you guys. So we don't let you out there alone in the rain. So like if something is not working, don't be shy and just come on Discord and we will figure it out. And it's cool. I mean, who can interact with the blockchain via script and API calls?
Absolutely. Just to reiterate on Anna said, we're always here on Discord. We've been answering your questions, and just post whatever you're struggling with in the chats. We'll try and help as best we can. And good luck, guys. Lots of tokens, everyone.
The last question is no financial romance this time, so we can see some insider jokes. Yeah, I'm very sorry. Like I wish I would be as smart as Witold last time and could make these deep mathematic jokes, but yeah, we need to get him next time on again. So nothing super romantic came to my mind, at least today. Okay, bye guys, and thanks a lot, Sunny, for showing us around. Have a great evening, guys. Bye.